Every leader has a moment, that quiet pause between I think I can, I'm not so sure. Welcome to Tutum Talk with me, Cara. Together, we'll explore what it means to lead with heart, to build confidence not from control, but from connection. Because your leadership isn't about perfection, it's about presence. And when you trust yourself, your team will too. Join me as we explore leadership in the everyday and beyond. You're allowed to say, I don't know yet. In this episode, we explore how vulnerability builds credibility, how curiosity can be more powerful than certainty, and why releasing the pressure to have all the answers may be one of the most loving leadership choices you can make, especially at Christmas. Welcome back to Tutum Talk. I'm so grateful you're here, wherever you're listening from, whether it's quiet and early or late at night after a long day. I want you to know this. This space is yours. A place to exhale. A place to remember that leadership doesn't require perfection, only presence. And because today's episode is being released on Christmas, I want to begin there. Christmas can carry so much weight. Joy, yes. Connection, sometimes. But also expectation, reflection, a quiet reckoning with the year behind us and the uncertainty ahead. And many leaders I work with feel this pressure, especially at the end of the year. The sense that by now they should have things all figured out, the answers, the plan, the clarity. But here's something I want to gently offer today. You don't have to have all the answers. Not today, not this season, not ever. There's a perspective from A Course in Miracles that I find especially grounding at Christmas. It teaches that love is the only true reality, and Christmas is a powerful time to remember and live that truth for personal and global salvation. What strikes me about that is this, that love doesn't require certainty. Love doesn't demand answers. Love invites presence. And leadership, at its truest, is an act of love. Somewhere along the way, many of us absorbed a quiet rule about leadership. If I don't know, I shouldn't be leading. So we hedge, we overfunction, we speak before we're ready, we offer answers instead of honesty. But let me ask you something. Have you ever trusted someone more because they admitted they didn't have it all figured out? Most people have, because credibility isn't built through omniscience. It's built through integrity. When a leader says, I don't know yet, but I'm committed to finding out, something important happens. The room relaxes, defenses soften, and trust deepens. Not knowing doesn't weaken leadership, pretending does. Now, let's be clear. This isn't about oversharing or performing vulnerability. It's about grounded honesty. Vulnerability in leadership looks like asking thoughtful questions instead of issuing rushed directives. It also looks like naming uncertainty without panic. And it also looks like inviting collaboration instead of carrying everything alone. This kind of vulnerability doesn't erode confidence, it anchors it. It says, I trust myself enough to be honest. I trust you enough to think alongside me. I trust the process, even when the outcome isn't clear yet. That's strength. And it models something powerful for the people you lead, that it's safe to be human here. Some of the most impactful leaders I know aren't the ones with the fastest answers. They're the ones who ask the best questions. Questions like, what are we learning here? What matters most right now? What information are we missing? What would care look like in this moment? Questions slow us down. They create space. They invite wisdom instead of urgency. And in times of transition, whether personal, organizational, or global, questions are often more stabilizing than answers because questions keep us connected to each other. So on this Christmas day, I want to offer you this reflection. What if you let go just a little of the need to have it all figured out? What if leadership this season looked less like certainty and more like presence, more listening, more love, more trust? If love is the only true reality, as A Course in Miracles reminds us, then perhaps the most faithful thing you can do as a leader is to stay connected to love, not answers, to compassion, not control, to curiosity, not certainty. As always, I'm so grateful you chose to spend part of your day with me. If this episode resonated, if you're navigating uncertainty, leadership doubt, or simply feeling the weight of needing to know, you don't have to carry that alone. I'd love to support you. You're warmly invited to connect with me one-on-one for coaching. You can click the Let's Connect button on the Tutum Leadership Coaching website to schedule time together. And whether or not our paths cross directly, please hear this. You are allowed to grow in public. You are allowed to say, I don't know yet. And you are leading more faithfully than you realize. Wishing you a Christmas rooted in love, gentleness, and deep belonging. Until next time, take good care. I know you have a lot of options on how you carve out your day and spend your time, and I'm honored that you decided to spend some time here today at Tutum Talk. Remember that leadership, it isn't something that we master once. It's something we grow into, moment by moment. My hope is that today offered you a little more clarity, a little more courage, and a reminder that you're not leading alone. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love for you to share it with someone who might need it too. And remember, confidence doesn't come from having all the answers. It grows from connection, curiosity, and the courage to keep showing up. I'm Cara Nance, and this has been Tutum Talk, exploring leadership in the everyday and beyond.